Alright, what is going on, guys? So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showcasing and ranking every single class for survivors in 2v8. I think this is a resource that a lot of players would benefit from, especially if you're newer to the game. And I'm also very curious myself because usually I tend to stick to the same classes while in 2v8. So I want to try them all out and I want to see which one overall is really the best for solo queue. So we're going to go through all four of them, all in solo queue matches. And the first one we're going to start with is going to be the Scout. The reveal skill is going to make it so that if a killer breaks a pallet or a breakable door or kicks a generator, we're going to be able to see them for 6 seconds across the entire map. We also have a team skill, which gives us the ability to have a sneak radius. And what that means is that anyone within our range and ourselves are going to be able to crouch walk 100% faster. So it's kind of like having urban invasion, I think that perk is called. And then also when we have line of sight of the killer, that killer's aura is revealed to all survivors, which is really good for just the team in general. And then finally, the thing that I really like about the Scout is that you can actually repair broken pallets, or if they're dropped already, you can pull them back up. And then our unlockable skill is walk 25% faster, but also our grunts of pain while injured are completely silenced, which is really interesting. So that's the Scout, and let's see how it performs in a real game. Okay, here we go. RPD 2v8 using the Scout build. So Scout class. So the Scout class, of course, is going to allow us to rebuild pallets, which is really cool. Seems like the killer is already here. It's a spirit. Okay. And our Ada is cracked. Okay, so she's gonna sand chase there, so I don't really want to sandbag. We work on a different gen here. She was all the way over there, okay. Here. Let's go help this guy on this gen. So what I can do here is I can actually restore this ballot completely, which is really, really nice. Because now, we don't actually have to worry as much about being vulnerable here, which honestly is great. And so that is a cooldown of 60 seconds. Oh, it's a ghost phase, okay. So we can kill this guy. It's a ghost face. So yeah, this ghost face could honestly be anywhere here. I'm not too afraid though when I'm just running around. This Ada is already dead. Real quick. Let's see where this ghost face is. So something we can do here is this is clearly a god palette. And okay. What? Oh my god, that's a crazy hit, and I did not mean to slow down. So now we have the ability to walk faster, which is actually great against Spirit. Okay. She was on me. This is already kicked, right? Yeah. Red something. What if he's gonna go after me? Yeah. They might literally just die here. Nope, we got sprint burst. W. There's game one with Scout. Let's go over and rank this thing. Here we go. I'm going to put the Scout class at pretty good. I think that there's a lot of things that you get from playing a Scout. You're able to rebuild pallets, which is really cool. You're able to show your teammates where the killer is if you're in chase with them or if you're just kind of scouting around. And you also have some benefits when you get hooked once. It's harder for the killers to find you. You're able to, evade the spirit better, or in most cases, because you're able to walk faster, so you're not as slow while trying to avoid the spirit's power. And also, if you're injured, you're not going to be making noises, so that's also a cool benefit. Overall, I think it's pretty good. I think the palette reconstruction and palette up, like putting the palettes back up, is definitely the biggest strength here, and then maybe also the line of sight thing where you get to reveal the auras of the killers. But overall, I think it's a really good team build, and also can help you out by just making sure if you're on a gen, you always have a palette next to you, and you don't have to really worry about getting dead zoned most of the time. So yeah. All right, next we have the medic. So the medic has 3 skills just like everyone else, and they're going to be, for the reveal skill, you get to see basically any injured survivor on the map. So this is going to help you heal people and see, possibly who's in chase, and exactly where they're in chase. So that's pretty cool. Then we have a team skill, which is the vitality radius, and that means that anyone within 8 meters of you, and of course yourself, will get a 50% healing speed bonus, and their volume of grunts of pain is reduced by 50%. So pretty strong there. And then if you're healing someone, it reveals them to everyone else, I guess is useful. And you also get a heal bonus, which charges over 120 seconds, and you can activate it immediately to heal all survivors within your vitality radius by 50%, and then put it on cooldown. So this is an ability that has a cooldown of 120 seconds, so 2 full minutes you have to wait to use again, but still very powerful. And if you have 2 medics, you can just instantly heal everyone around you. And for the final skill, it's going to be the unlockable skill that you get after getting hooked, and it also says while injured, your scratch marks are suppressed and your aura is revealed to all other survivors. So overall, this is definitely a support build focused around healing. Let's go ahead and check it out in a real match. Alright, Greenville Square, running the medic class in 2v8, and we're gonna see if we can heal some people. They're not insane. Okay, Hillbilly and Wesker. Alright, great. So as we can see this Jill all the way off in the distance. Oh, there goes that Leo. Let's try not to get instantly killed by Wesker. Okay. Out here. Okay, I guess the Billy does not want me. So if this guy actually gets out of chase, I know I can heal him. The problem is, I don't know if he's gonna get out of chase. And he did. Okay. Yes, a killer did DC. Okay. Here we go. Very fast healing. So which one was it? Is this a bot? Or is this a... I probably can tell by the movement. And how fast they swing. Okay, I think that's a bot. So yeah, they're just not pulling out their power. Okay, I'm dead. So the cool thing about the medic as well is for example, this Leon. He gets a heal bonus because of me being a medic, so pretty cool. He basically heals me a lot faster. They like to just insta-pick. Okay. Yeah, this Billy is definitely... Okay. Yeah. Do gotta be careful though against that Billy because I definitely can get one-shotted still. So nice reset. So we go like that. And 3-second heal. The killers are kind of... Okay, we did pop that gem. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go for some saves. The heal, and then that should be super fast. And then... yeah, hopefully we just... make it out safely. There we go. There's the medic class. Let's go ahead and rank it on the tier list. Okay, so for the medic, I'm gonna put this at pretty good. So I think this is definitely not as strong as the scout, and maybe if you're on a team with comms and you're able to tell people, hey, come to me, you know, I have this ability, blah blah blah, then medic probably is better. But in a solo queue experience, I think definitely being able to heal a lot faster is very strong. But at the same time, it's hard to get value if either A, you're the one who's constantly getting chased, or your teammates just die too quickly to then heal them. But overall, I think it's still a pretty good class, and running it should be pretty enjoyable. Okay, next class we're going to be playing is the guide. So the guide is the generator focused build, and your 3 skills are going to be first your reveal skill, and it shows you the auras of the 4 generators that are closest together, so kind of like deja vu. And it also reveals the aura of unfinished generators in 32 meters. So basically, wherever you are, you're always going to know where a generator is, which is pretty useful. The team skills are when repairing, the generator's aura and you are revealed to other survivors. So we've actually seen this in some of the other games, where especially when there's one generator left, we can see that someone is actively working on it and where it is if we want to go work on it. And then we also have the ability to trap a generator, which basically is just a blast mine. So we can attach a blast mine to a generator over 90 seconds. If a killer kicks it, they get stunned for like 5 seconds or whatever. And then also we open the exit gates 15% faster and reveal our aura to other survivors within 128 meters. And then our lockable skill is once we get caged, we're able to basically wiretap the gen. So what that means is if a killer comes within 14 meters of that generator that you quote unquote bugged or put wiretap on, then you and everyone else is able to see that killer. So this is good if you have a decent loop around your generator, especially if you wiretap a shack gen. Then you can, you know, literally run shack while being able to see the killer. That's basically it. So that is the guide class. Let's go ahead and check it out in a real game. Okay, we are in Autohaven Wreckers. We're playing the guide class. So as we can see, we already can see a bunch of generators. Not gonna have to worry about finding them ourselves. Okay. Let's find a loop that's hard for Blight. Wow, okay, that was a long swing. Let's go ahead and hop off this. All right. Oh, and there's an Oni too. Blight Oni. Okay. We are playing max difficulty right now. So we have a trap or it is just a blast mine. Attach this generator for, I believe, 120 seconds or so. Okay, the Oni got his power. Gotta be very careful around this. Okay, we got an undetectable blight. That's great. That does not even care about this generator. He is just... Okay, that was a really bad play. Okay, wow! I got a crouch tech on this guy. I don't know. What? He doesn't even care. He actually... Oh no, I think he killed someone else. Okay. Want to get healed here? Again, we have no assistance in healing with this build. Or really in chase, so this is really just... We're the ones who should be doing the generators. Okay. Undetectable blight really is not fun to play against. I don't know how I keep being the one that's found. I mean, out of anyone. It's kind of unfortunate. The Oni's over here. Let's find a pallet. Nice. This blight is gonna need some Advil after this. He's just ramming his head into these pallets. Okay, he's running away again. See if I can find a med kit or something. Okay, sure. Let's patch myself up. Let's see if we can help this guy recover. Maybe the Oni's gonna come around. Smack him in the head again. So that Nia should be able to... Okay, maybe should have crouch teched. I don't know. Blight is not falling for that. Now it looks like we're gonna get healed by this Yui, which is great. Fully healed, actually. That Blight, I do not know what the point of that play was, but to all their own, I guess. Maybe he's... I don't know. I think that was just a mistake. I do not want to mess with... okay, he's not even in power, I guess. So we can actually blast mine this generator. Looks like this one's also... So let's actually blast mine it. Interesting. So he's gonna get blast mine there. There you go. Just exploded him. I'll try and take chase for this. Okay, no, the Sable would rather just unlock a chest, I guess. Okay. I was gonna say I would take chase if this Sable actually started the gen, but nope. Alright, they're both over here. That's not good. Okay. We gotta run. Unfortunately, no one is getting on gens, so... Actually, this Yui's on gen. Hold up. We might be good. There's a blight right there. No, this Yui did not get it. That's the generator. Okay. Yo! Oh, wait, we're good. Okay. Oh, hell nah! Oh, he is lost. Okay. Now, we're not... We haven't even been hooked yet, but... I don't really want to risk anything. Alright, we got this exit gate. Does this guy really want me? I don't actually know. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna head out here because I don't have any abilities that can really do anything. But that was the guide, and let's go ahead and rank this class on the tier list. Okay, so the guide here, we didn't get a crazy amount of value out of this class, but I will say the abilities overall are not amazing, and when it comes to picking a class and just in general, I think that the guide is just barely not worth it. I think that blast mines are cool, wiretaps are cool, but it's just not doing enough, and there's nothing that really helps you get towards the objective. I remember the guide used to actually have the ability to repair generators faster, which was great, but at this point it's just not that good of a class, and in my opinion it is not worth running compared to the other classes. Okay, and finally we are going to be playing as the Escapist. The Escapist has 3 skills. The first one, the reveal skill, is that we get to see the aura of pallets and vaults within 16 meters. So this is just a windows of opportunity effect cut in half, which is nice for people who want to know what pallets are available, and also just if you have a hard time looping, this makes it easier to run from pallet to pallet. Then we have a team skill, which is the silent rush. So we press a button and survivors within 12 meters are granted a 50% haste for 3 seconds, which is just like a sprint burst. And also we perform silent rush actions for 8 seconds, which is cool. And then we become exhausted for 20 seconds, and this ability has a 30-second cooldown. This is very strong. I don't know, I'm guessing anyone who's played 2v8 has seen this ability been used. Out of any ability that you can just press a button, something like a sprint burst is literally just sprint burst with the added bonus of the silent rush actions. Very, very strong. Usually in a normal game, sprint burst, you don't have the ability to activate it whenever you want. You have to basically time it correctly, and it also affects your teammates as well. And the unlockable skill is that after being caged, it gives you the ability to heal yourself without a medkit at 70% healing speed. This is even better than it looks. A lot of people just say, oh, this is self-care. Self-care is, I believe, 40% healing speed. Maybe it's 50%. I don't know, something like that. And comparing this to that, this is just way better. Like 70% is not crazy long for heals, and you just get to heal yourself whenever you want. So this is a very, very good skill on itself, and I'm excited to play this in a real game. So let's get right into it. Okay, we are in the Cold Tower of Macmillan Estate, running the Escapist build. So yeah, okay, that's blocked. Let's see what this build can do. It is a raid. Okay. That was a very unfortunate case where we actually got exhausted from someone else's sprint burst, and we couldn't use our own. This is okay. Let's try and pop this gen. Okay. I don't think I needed to drop that. I thought it would go for me, but who knows? Wow, this regressed so far. Okay. It's damaging the gen. Well, that's weird. Okay, the Wraith is running away. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. I mean, I think if I run forward, I still die, so... try and... This Laura's dead. Okay. Oh, rip Laura. Okay. I was trying to go for a save, but man, you know what? The shadow class just okay, that's great. The shadow class, the one that makes people undetectable. It honestly, I feel like it's really underrated for stuff like that. Like, I didn't know how close he was. Okay.
Hell.
Alright. This definitely could be the end. Especially if I keep running into rocks, like every single time I... Okay, he's coming after me. Do I have a pellet here? No. No, that doesn't do anything, Steve! Steve! That doesn't do anything! Steve, why? Well, there goes that. Feels like Steve 100% could have body blocked, but I'm not gonna hold it against somebody. So let's go ahead and rank the Escapist class. Okay, here we are, the final class, Escapist. Now, I think that game was just a example of, like, just what can happen in 2v8, so I don't want to hold it against this class. But I will say that the Escapist class definitely can look a lot better than that match. I think that I wasn't really able to get a ton of value out of it, but even putting that aside, I'm going to put this in the best. Even the times that I was able to use it, it just completely won me loops. It completely let me get to new areas of the map with the sprint burst ability, and then also the self-heal was somewhat relevant. It could be a lot more relevant, it's just I kept getting into chase with the killers over and over again. But I'd say the only thing to look out for the Escapist, the only downside is just like your teammates sprint bursting around you and then exhausting you when you didn't want to. Because if you're not immediately running with the sprint burst, you're losing a lot of value from it, but you still get exhausted, and so it really sucks when your teammates able to sprint burst away and then you end up dying because you can't sprint burst. But anyways, I still think it is definitely the best class for solo queue, because it's just gonna win you a lot more loops, and it's also gonna get you out of danger a lot of time, and the self-heal is very, very strong. So there you have it. There is my full rankings of the 4 classes in 2v8 for Survivor. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and let me know in the comments down below if you agree with these. Where would you put these different classes? And yeah, hopefully you guys have a great time in the fog, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.